Thank you and welcome to the show for today. You're watching Perspectives and I am host Alana McLaughlin. This morning on the show I have William Hockett II, also known as Blvck Wizzle or Scoot McDuff to some, here to discuss his background, his education, his kind of early music experiences, his career here in town, and ultimately Cashville be Ballin, his extremely popular new single. We're here to discuss the song, kind of its sentimental value, and ultimately the impact that he seeks to leave on Nashville through his music. This is Wizzle's second time on Perspectives, which is always very fun to bring the artist back. He appeared initially with 6-1 Tribe to discuss kind of the impact that that group has had on Nashville, how collaborative work has kind of strengthened him and impacted him. And we're here to discuss kind of his solo artistry, how he came to be, and ultimately Cashville be Ballin. Thank you, Wizzle, for coming this morning. Did you like that intro?
That was fabulous.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
I know that's right. I want to open up this first segment. Tell me about early baby Wizzle. Tell me where you're from, kind of set up what childhood looked like, who was in the house, what were you into as a child, and just set up that childhood for me.
Early childhood was in South Nashville, the Edge Hill area, Hawkins Street. I lived right by the BMI building. I had my mother and my father there. They broke up when I was like 5, and I ain't finna put too much of their business out there. But I definitely had both of my parents. They definitely loved on me. I fell in love with music at a young age. I didn't know, but I would try to mimic the radio and sound like Usher. I knew I could do it. I used to just be in the back seat of my daddy's car, riding up the street, singing Usher songs and keep whoever was on the radio. But
I feel like you wanted to say Keep Sweat.
I almost did. But he be off the hen too much.
Now, Wizzle, tell me what the house looked like. I know that you said kind of up until 5 you had both parents in the house, but did you have any siblings? Were you into sports? Kind of set up that life for me.
I didn't have a sibling until I was about 7 or 8. My little sister Courtney, shout out Courtney, my little sister. I played football, pee-wee, up until about the 8th grade. I made a choice. I'm like, no, I won't play in the band. I won't play the drums. So that was the end of my football career.
Now take me through your educational experiences. Tell me where you went to school and take me through high school where you did marching band, but give me the whole rundown.
All right. Kindergarten, I went to Carter Lawrence Elementary School.
Okay.
First grade, I went to Woodrow Wilson Elementary in Seminole, Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I went to Jolton Elementary for 2nd grade when I came back to Nashville.
Okay.
I went to Fall Hamilton Elementary for 3rd grade and 4th grade.
Okay.
I went to Rose Park Middle School for 5th grade, half of 6th grade.
Okay.
Then I went to Goodlettsville Middle School for 7th grade.
Oh my God,
Then I went to Moses McKissick Middle School for 8th grade.
Right.
Then I went to Pearl Cone for 4 years.
Oh, okay, so you almost like you settled out north.
Yeah, West Side, Georgia Court.
Now, do you consider that West Nashville or North Nashville?
It's definitely West Nashville.
Ooh.
Pearl Cone is in North Nashville.
Okay.
But West Side kids go to Pearl Cone. 28th is the divider. It go from 37208, where Pearl is, to 37209, where the other side of 28th and 30th and 32nd.
So, if I'm standing in Pearl's parking lot, I'm out north.
Yeah.
But if I go to TSU,
You out west.
Whoa! Now what about Wendy's?
That's out west.
No!
Ballin
It's out north.
It's out north.
It's the same street.
It's 2 different zip codes.
You know,
I don't make
no, what do you
rules.
consider Hadley Park?
That's out west.
No!
That's on the west side, 37209.
So what's Sweats?
That's out north.
No!
Call in, everybody.
Please call up here. I'd like to know, Nashville, how you feel about this out north and out west debate. But Wizzle, in our second segment, we're going to continue to talk about your early experiences out west.
Yeah, for sure.
Out west. And we're going to talk about, seriously, just you kind of becoming the artist that you are today. Up to today, talking about Cashville be Ballin and ultimately ways that we can support you.
For sure.
I encourage viewers to tune into the second segment. I encourage you to leave your opinion on whether or not you believe that these areas are in North Nashville or West Nashville. And I encourage you to hear Wizzle's story, to learn about Cashville be Ballin and learn about all of the ways that we can support him and why we should support him. Welcome to the second segment of the show for today. I'm laughing because during the break I've sat with Wizzle and discussed what truly characterizes North East, South, and West Nashville. I've thrown out a million different landmarks to get his opinion on it, and I encourage you to tune back into the first segment to hear us discuss different North and West Nashville kind of landmarks, and are they truly North or West Nashville. In my first segment, I sat down with William Hockett II, known as Blvck Wizzle, to discuss his early background and early childhood. And in the second segment, we're talking about his early career and early music experiences. Some of his early inspirations were kind of listening to the radio with his father, kind of at that early age. And I want to talk about those early music experiences and the ways that he has kind of shaped himself as an artist. And we're going to talk up through present day and his most recent single, Cashville be Ballin'. We're coming right back in. Listening to kind of Keith Sweat, Usher in the car with Dad was cool, but when did you begin to start performing, to actually like to sing, to kind of take this thing seriously?
Those are like two different things. They made me sing when I was little, when I was like 5, in my grandpa's church in Oklahoma. I came back to Nashville. I didn't really take music seriously till I was about 15 or 16.
Okay.
When my buddy told me I should be a rapper, he was like, man, you got it, you need to be a rapper. And I was like, okay, and I've been chasing it ever since.
Now, what made him say that? Because at the time, at 15, 16, you were at Pearl-Cohn High School, you were in the band on percussion.
Yeah.
You were on the drum line.
Yeah.
What was the drum line name?
Pink City.
Oh. So, but you're in high school and your focus is on marching band. Where did rapping come in? Was this something that you kind of did for fun? How did he know that you could rap?
He didn't. He just told me I should. He was like, if Soulja Boy could do it, you could do it. And I'm like, well, you got a point. I think I could. And I instantly made a freestyle to Lil Wayne's A Millie. And I recorded it, and I took it to a notable rapper now. His name is Mike Floss.
Okay.
But he was in the band with me, and he was like the closest thing to a big rapper that I knew. He went to my school, and I let him hear it, and he was like,
oh, he shot you down?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Early.
Oh, Mike. Now, where'd you go from that? Did you kind of take that criticism and use it to make yourself better? Were you discouraged? Where'd you go from there?
I just had to keep pushing. I had to figure it out. Because it was like I did exactly what Lil Wayne had done on that song, and he was like, I mean, you kind of knew, so if you're gonna do something that somebody already else has done, you should be more established.
Okay.
Instead of like coming off immediately just straight up copying somebody.
Right.
And I understood it. I took heed. I started trying to make full songs, or at least have my own flow in my own lane.
Now, take me through your music artistry leading you to 6'1" Tribe. How did you get wrapped up with Tribe? And tell me kind of how your experience or collaboration with Tribe has kind of impacted your career.
Okay. All right, so my story with Tribe starts at Pearl-Cohn as well. I met a dude named Rio Tokyo.
Okay.
Still one of my best friends today. I met him in the 9th grade. I met G Slab in the 9th grade. I saw this big tall dude, and I was like, hey, you my uncle. And he was like, all right, nephew. And we just been locked in ever since to this day. Making music there. We had a song called Hold Me Up Cuz with my group Gang Green.
Okay.
Gang Green Money Boy. Shout out Wayne and Easy and Jay. We had the whole school in a frenzy.
Okay.
We played it at the pep rally. And I thought I was about to get a deal. I thought we was finna get signed from the school. You feel me? Fast forward to probably, I say 2021, they had a studio session at Eastside Manor, and Rio invited me out.
Okay.
First song I ever did there was called Back Streets. And I just been laying it down with them ever since. It kind of turned into a group just seamlessly. We didn't like, all right, guys, this is what we're doing. This is a group. This is a rap group. It just happened.
So just from these studio sessions.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, were friends just inviting friends? Were people choosing, like, oh, we want this guy, this guy? Did he just call you as a buddy and be like, yo, I'm in the studio, like, pull up?
It was kind of like, I went to go hang out with him, and he told me about it.
Yeah.
He told me, he was like, hey, Halloween, you need to be there. You need to pull up. We're going to be making songs. I think a lot of people showed up like that, just word of mouth invite. Hey, I think it'd be dope to come over here and make music with us. And that's who you see today is people that got recommended to come. A lot of people came though. A lot of people didn't last too. But
Yeah.
try forever for sure.
Yeah. Now, take me through just kind of the benefit of working with other artists. Tell me kind of the pros and cons, the highs and the lows of kind of working within a group. There may not be any lows at all, but just kind of tell me to a young artist who's watching this saying, man, I'd like to get with a collective. I'd like to kind of work with others. Kind of tell me about your experience.
I'm gonna say personally for me,
Yeah.
I was looking for that because I was like, I'm like a tiger. Like, I'm not like a lion
Okay.
where they like in packs. I'm like a tiger where I
Okay.
just go and do my own thing.
Okay.
But I was longing to be around other artists to bounce off each other creatively.
Okay.
So when we first did the first session, I'm like, bro, that just fed my soul. Like, I needed to gas dudes and dudes gas me when I come out the booth. Like, I loved that interaction. Like, you lay a verse down and you walk out the booth and they like, oh, you went crazy. You feel me? So I definitely longed for that interaction. Man, I done been all over the country with 6-1 Tribe. I done been to New York City and rapped in Brooklyn. I done been to South by Southwest. I done been to Atlanta, Georgia, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, just to talk about this Cashville. Yeah, for sure.
And I want to go through just some of those experiences in this, about these last few minutes of the second segment. Tell me about the project that you released last year, or the beginning of this year.
Okay.
It wasn't Scoop Music, was it?
Yeah, Scoop Music.
Yeah, tell me about that project, forming it, putting it out there, the reception of it.
I started writing Scoop Music at the same time I decided I was gonna become an artist for real and be Blvck Wizzle. So I pretty much got all this stuff at the same time.
Okay.
For everything from my name to the type of music I was gonna make to the songs to all of that. All that pretty much came around the same time. It just took me like 4 years to get my sound how I want it and for my quality to be on a professional level.
Right.
And I took time out to learn how to play guitar too in front of everybody.
And you tell me about this guitar. The guitar has kind of become one of your staples now.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell me about learning guitar. Who taught you? How'd you learn?
I just did it. I just watched like Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimi Hendrix and tutorials. I play in a band every now and then, and they would send cover songs for us to play, and I just have to learn how to do what they doing on the records. So that helped me a lot with like technique and learning different stuff. Cause
Now, can you read music, or are you doing this by ear?
just listening and watching.
Oh no. See, I play trumpet and piano, and I'm used to, like, I need the sheet music. I've never been the guy that could just do. So I think that's awesome. That's a gift.
Yeah, for sure.
And in our final segment of this show, we're going to talk about how these gifts have shaped you into the man that has just released Cashville Be Ballin'. We're going to talk about the song. We're going to dissect it. We're going to talk about its reception and the impact that you seek to have on Nashville, and kind of the impact you seek to leave on Nashville's summer. This is kind of like our summer anthem. It might even be the anthem of the year, in my opinion. And I encourage viewers to tune into the final segment of this episode, where Wizzle and I will return to discuss Cashville Be Ballin'. Welcome to the final segment of the show for today. For viewers just tuning in, I am host Alana McLaughlin. You are watching Perspectives. This morning on the show, I have William Hockett II, known as Blvck Wizzle, here to discuss his background, his early education, his artistry, and the impact that he seeks to leave on Nashville with his newest single, Cashville Be Ballin'. I encourage you to go back and watch the first 2 segments of this episode if you missed them, but we're coming right back in to focus on this single in this final segment. We're talking about the impact that this single has had on Nashville, what makes this song so unique, and what has kind of positioned this song to be the song of the year for Nashville. Wizzle, we're coming right back in. Tell me about Cashville Be Ballin'. Tell me about writing it. I love it. I love it. I can name a million different locations that you listed in the song, from Lishy to Charlotte to Joe Johnson, Casey, and just kind of tell me about your mindset in writing that song and kind of the sentimental value of these areas to you.
I always felt like a divide in town, and I always said I'd make a Cashville Be Ballin' song. My buddy Dame, he over there on the camera, the music he was making right there in my face inspired me, and I was just thinking, I'm like, And I just started jotting it down. We in the studio one day, I go home and I come back the next day, and the whole time I was gone, I'm like, I need that beat. I need to be able to write. Like, I almost kept me up at night. So I pulled up the next day. I'm like, bro, I need that beat. I know you working on 1,000 things. You a very busy man, but you just stop everything and give me that instrumental so I can go out here in the car and finish writing it. So I did that. We did that. It probably took me a day or two to get all my thoughts together. I pulled up on Christmas Eve, probably like 11 o'clock at night, Christmas Eve, and recorded that song.
Wow.
Yeah, with Lack, man, he was engineering. Shout out Lack.
So now take me through its recent release. Was it kind of made to be a summertime kind of song drop? Nah. What made you drop so much past December?
I wanted to put it out the next day. But quality is always like my big thing, especially when it comes to putting out music for everybody to consume. I just had to it took time to make sure that I had the mix right, basically.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, Dane mixed it as well and made the beat.
Now, were there any other hands that were involved in this?
Yeah, Lack Man was the engineer. I took it to Killer Music, shout out Killer in History. I took it to them, it just didn't work out how I wanted it to. And I was like, I'm just gonna bring it back to where we started it at. It wasn't really no purpose to overcomplicate the situation.
Understandable. Now take me through the music video.
Yeah.
You're downtown.
Downtown.
You have this microphone.
Absolutely.
In the busyness of the city. Why that location? Why that setting?
Lack Man.
Yeah.
I wanted to go in Edge Hill, on top of the hill behind Rose Park. He was like, man, let's just go downtown. I'm like, let's go. And we did it, and I was like, hey, I want the Hard Rock Cafe guitar in the back. So we did that shot, and then he was like, let's go down there in front of like the median. And the rest is history, man. I had the Moet bottle, I still got it. I ain't popped it, it'll never get popped.
Tell me about the sentimental value of this song. Like I said, you mentioned a bunch of different areas, almost landmark areas, a lot of different housing projects, and just kind of those important areas in Nashville. Tell me about the significance of those areas. Were you just kind of picking the most popular areas? Tell me, I mean, have you lived on Lishi or walked down Charlotte, so on and so forth?
Everywhere I named on that song is a place I got a story about.
Yeah.
At least one story.
Yeah.
Some of them I got a lot of stories about, but at the end of the day, I wanted to make a cool song.
Yeah.
So certain people didn't get added. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm sorry, Dodge City, Bell Road. My bad.
Is Bell Road really Nashville?
Yeah. If you Google it, Antioch is a neighborhood in Nashville.
Right. But is it really? Just I mean, TSU's out north, but it's out west, so it's like.
It's out west.
No.
Antioch can have, like, when they talk about our population growing and stuff, it's not just the city of Nashville. You got Berry Hill, you got Antioch, you got Murfreesboro, Rutherford County.
People don't consider
Montgomery
Berry
County.
Hill Nashville? That's the
I mean,
fairgrounds.
it's like a municipality. But
the
it still
fairgrounds.
count. They count all those people when they be like, there's 1.something million people. They
That's
count Clarksville too. Did y'all know that?
Oh my God! But no, that shouldn't be. That's not even.
It is though.
What?
It's a metropolitan area. You have like Nashville, the city, but you have the metropolitan area of Nashville. So it's like Wilson County, Cheatham County,
Right.
all those other little spots.
I'm gonna get an email about like with a map of Davidson County.
They don't do it. You probably be more familiar with like Atlanta. They have multiple counties like Cobb County,
Right.
DeKalb County, Fulton County, all that makes up Atlanta, metro Atlanta area.
Now, before we get too deep into like the geography of Nashville,
For sure.
you were mentioning, you were saying like, I'm sorry, Dodge City, sorry. And do you plan to have a Cashville be Ballin 2, where you're like throwing out other neighborhoods? Is this gonna be a thing? Is this one and done? Kind of tell me what you think about it.
I got a remix coming. I don't know if I should get on here and just tell all my business.
Give me a little
When
bit.
is this gonna come out?
Next month, July.
Yeah, I just got a Lido verse yesterday.
Oh, yay! You looking at two people who got Lido? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh my
And
God.
we got the big boy waiting on him. The biggest whoever did it, Jelly Roll. I'm waiting on him to shoot me something. But every legend that ever done it in Nashville has reached out to me and giving me flowers and congratulating me and offered their assistance to help me move forward.
Oh
It's been
my
a lot of
God.
that, for sure.
And how does that make you feel, man?
It made me want to cry.
I want to cry. I saw Jelly Roll's post on Instagram. I was like, oh God. And I don't know Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
And halfway know you, but just kind of seeing it, I was just so happy for you. I was like, yeah, because it feels like a win for all of us.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Well, we stronger together.
And tell me kind of the impact that you seek to leave, not just through the single, but through your artistry in Nashville. How does Wizzle want to be remembered? What do you want to give to people?
I want to bring Nashville to a world stage, not just Nashville as a whole, but Cashville too, like the black side. Can I say that on here?
Sure, yeah.
All right, definitely highlight more of the black side, because we kind of not known about. People come here, they like, oh, it's black people in Nashville. I'm like, bro, if you really did your research, Nashville is one big hood.
I can agree.
Essentially. Yeah.
And I have heard a lot of artists say that they feel as though when outsiders come into Nashville, they're expecting country music. They're expecting kind of the traditional, the downtown kind of Music Row experience.
Yeah.
And it is really surprising and interesting to see that we have like a very alive rap scene.
Yeah.
We have BMI here, whose creative director is a black man. We have a very kind of deeply rooted African-American music background here in Nashville, even so much so our name, Music City, comes from the Fifth Jubilee Singers, an African-American traveling singing group. And so I do agree that I guess over time it's been kind of lost, the kind of the roots of black music in Nashville. And I agree that you're kind of pushing that to the forefront. You're showing that we're here, we're alive, this scene is thriving, and we're doing this.
Folks don't even know where to come get nothing to eat when they come to town. They go into eating at the airport. I'm not gonna say what restaurant they be going to.
I want you in this last about 2 minutes to give me 5 suggestions for somebody visiting Nashville. Where should they go get some good Nashville cooking? And maybe not soul, maybe not, but good, representative of Nashville. And you can't say Princess.
I can't say Princess.
That's a given.
All right. Well, after you go to Princess, you go down to Silver Sands.
Okay.
You go to Meridian Street Cafe.
Okay.
On Dickinson Road if you get up early enough, get you some breakfast.
Okay.
I say you go to Makeshift late night when you want your good smash burger and waffle fries.
Ooh, right.
I say you want a 40-piece, you go to Rocky.
Oh, okay. Rockies, really?
Yeah, Rocky Wings.
Okay, yeah.
You just gotta catch him, but I brung him out of retirement.
Now that's hilarious.
He's behind his cooking now.
And on the topic of just predominant food spots in Nashville, I'd like to give a shout out to Knockout Wings. I wish that it were still around.
Rest in peace, man.
A gallon of that tea would just do something for me right now.
I do have a bidder for a box of Knockout Wings biscuits. He is willing to pay at least $1,000.
If you've ever had those biscuits, man, if you know, those are some of the greatest biscuits. Oh, man, don't get me started. Wizzle, last minute of the segment, plug in your social media, plug in where people can stream Cashville Be Ballin'.
Okay. Hi, I'm Blvck Wizzle. If you want to find me online, look up Blvck Wizzle, BLVCK, WIZZLE, MCM. That's my Instagram. My X account is Blvck Wizzle 100. My Facebook, I'm not gonna put my Facebook out there. I kind of like my privacy.
And YouTube, how can they stream Cashville Be Ballin'?
Just type in Blvck Wizzle or type in Cashville Be Ballin', and it definitely will be the first thing that pops up.
And that's it. And I encourage you all to check out the single, to encourage Wizzle to continue to keep up with his artistry, and I encourage you all to support him. Good morning.